All right, folks, before we dive into today's unfiltered truth, I've got to shout out the powerhouse that keeps this show running smoother than a politician dodging questions. This episode of the Savaged Unfiltered Show is sponsored by Apple Mac devices, the machines built for creators who don't have time for lag, excuses, or nonsense. When I'm cutting episodes, editing video, or dropping those spicy takes you love, I need a device that fires back just as hard, and Mac, it delivers. M-series power. Zero hesitation. No crashes. No drama. Just raw performance. Whether you're building a brand, running a business, or just trying to keep up with the chaos of modern life, a Mac gives you the tools to create, connect, and dominate. And the battery life. Let's just say I've recorded like entire road trip episodes without even reaching for a charger. That's what I call freedom. So if you're ready to level up your workflow, your creativity, and your hustle, do it with a Mac. Because here on the Savaged Unfiltered Show, we only roll with gear that keeps up with the heat. Now, let's get back to the show. Unfiltered, unapologetic, and powered by Apple Mac.
Welcome to the Savaged Unfiltered Show, where we say what the hell everyone else is scared to say. Hosted by Michael Gardner. Raw, unapologetic, no filter, no bullshit. Savage.
Hey guys, what is going on? Happy what day is it? Jeez, I'm forgetting my days here. Oh, happy Tuesday, guys. We're going to talk about Netflix. Netflix is raising the prices like no tomorrow, old man. That's right.
First, let me say hello, everybody. Thanks for tuning in.
Yes.
Really? They're raising them? Oh, geez.
Yeah, they're raising them. They're the second time in a year, and we're only in like what, the third month of the year, and it's been the second time already. Good grief, man!
What are they doing? What are they doing? I noticed I went to watch a movie on Netflix that just came out, and I went to log in. I got on and I went to the movie, and it goes, "No, you need to pay a special Netflix price for this movie."
Yeah.
I thought, what? I'm already paying Netflix, and I can't get a Netflix movie?
That's right.
What the BS is that? Man,
that's right. Yeah, so they're raising prices, and just in the beginning of the year, they went from $7.99, right, folks, right, to now the standard with ads, because they have two different types of plans, right? So the standard with ads, meaning like, certain ads in your programming, will be now $1 more, $8.99. You believe that?
And you multiply that dollar by the hundreds of thousands of people that have Netflix, they're making a pretty good chunk of change.
Yes, they are. Yes, they are. Yeah. I mean, even if it's $1, just think about it. $1 times every subscriber that they have on their platform. They're banking the money, man. Yeah. Banking the money.
Hey, Michael, real quick, I got to ask you a question, man. I got to ask you a question.
What?
What's going on with your ears, man? I mean, what are you doing?
Yeah. Folks that tuned into this past Friday, actually, on Savage 10, we actually had the whole episode without headphones, headset. I did not have the headset whatsoever. I broke it, guys. I'll show it to you again.
I thought you'd have new ones by now, man. What's going on?
No, not yet. It takes a while. I mean, a couple days later, I did manage to sneak in a set this past Saturday. So if you watch the Saturdays, I actually have a headset, but I don't have one right now. Yeah. So I had to borrow one. From Tibbs. Tibbs wanted it back. Tibbs is cheap. You don't like it.
What's going on anyway?
Yeah.
You got you look pretty good with with ears, because all I ever see you is with headphones.
Yeah. He's never seen me without the headset. So now he sees me without the headset, so it's like, it shows more of my messy hair underneath, which I'm lazy. I forget to comb my hair in the morning. So I just put the fucking hat on my head and then I leave.
Why do you think I got a hat on my head? I tell you what.
Yeah.
Crazy stuff.
Well, it hides the big dome of yours. Anyway, fucking dome is bigger than Stone Mountain there. Jesus. Anyways, no. So they're raising the prices. They're going from $7.99 to $8.99.
Yeah.
And then the standard plan with no ads, that is being raised by $2.
Yeah.
So that's going to go from $17.99 a month to $19.99 a month. Yeah.
Highway robbery, man.
That's what it is, man.
Robbery. Everybody's raising.
That's what that shit is. Definitely. Definitely highway robbery. I can tell you that for damn certain. Jesus.
Hey, you know what? I got a question about Netflix. I was thinking about this the other day. All this stuff that's politically coming out about the Obamas, about Obama and all this stuff. I'm waiting to see what Netflix does. Does Netflix drop them from their board of supervisors? Does Netflix get rid of them because of the conflicts that's arising with the Obamas?
I have no idea. That's a good question. That's something we might want to look into. Yeah. I mean,
because the Netflix has got a lot of conservative people, our customers, and if they catch, I'm surprised they haven't caught wind of it yet, or maybe they don't know that the Obamas are part of the Netflix organization.
Yeah. I think that might have been, and it's interesting that you brought that up, Tom, because there was a proposal to the digital team of Melania Trump when they were going to pitch for the new documentary of Melania. But I think that might have rose the team there on Netflix a little sour with that, because they eventually went over to Amazon. Amazon picked them up.
Sure.
And they put that on Amazon, but that's a good question.
Yeah, but maybe Netflix didn't really pursue it because of the Obamas being there.
High possibility. I have no idea.
The Obamas could have said, "No, we don't want that." I don't know. I'm just thinking. The old man's thinking, and got questions.
Yeah.
You look shocked, Michael. You look shocked, and I'm thinking.
I'm definitely shocked, and I'm shocked that I'm seeing this price hike. I mean, this is terrible.
Everybody's raising their prices. What's their justification? They should have to have justification for this rate hike.
Yeah.
Why? Well, actually, you know what? They don't have to justify anything. None of these entertainment people have to justify anything. They can go, well, if you don't like it, don't subscribe. But they suck us in. They suck us into it. They get us tied into their programs, and then they start hitting us with all.
Oh, that's nothing. Wait till you see the premium prices, folks. Now, the premium plan, that is no ads, streaming on up to 4 devices at once. You're going to get Ultra HD, and HDR is going to go from $24.99 a month to $26.99 a month. It's a little less than $30 a month. Man. I mean, isn't that one of the reasons, Tom, why we went from
cable
to streaming?
I went to, because I get my stuff through Comcast or Verizon. I went down and I said, look, this cable bill is getting way too much, man.
Yeah.
I need to do something. They go, well, go streaming. Go to streaming, old man. So I went to streaming. Right. And I worked out the deal and everything. I'm looking at it. I'm going, yeah, okay. And they go, now, if you want to add things like Netflix, or you got to bump up a little bit for that kind of stuff. So I got my basic package, and then I noticed that, well, I need to get HBO Max. I need to get Amazon. I need to get Prime, Netflix, and then now I'm paying just as much now as I was when I had the cable. And I'll be honest with you, I don't have half the service I had when I had cable, because I was able to get all my sports and all that stuff. Try to get sports on a regular streaming thing.
Yeah, you ain't lying.
No, you just can't get it.
Yeah, you ain't lying. Now it's causing an uproar on social media. I don't know if you've seen this, but I mean, I'll put in here with the comments coming on X. I mean, you could see it here. I'll scroll down here for you guys so you could see it. Scroll right back up. This is actually coming from Variety,
Okay.
at Variety, and Netflix is raising prices in the U.S. for the second time in a year. Okay, and then look at all this here. Okay. The view up here is saying they aren't doing anything wrong. A business should keep rising prices until the market makes it losing. Okay. The price at the end of the day is up to you. Wait, what? Hold on. I don't agree with that.
No.
So let's go down a little bit. Chris is saying, let's see how much these dipshits keep paying. Okay, Chris, I can agree with you on that. We the People, right, is saying Netflix keeps paying to make the woke trash that no one wants, and it's losing them money, so they charge you more to create more woke trash.
That could be a legitimate reason right there.
Yeah. So I mean, a lot of people are just upset, man, with this.
Yeah, every program you watch on Netflix, it always the LGBTQ always gets inserted into it, and everything gets inserted into it that's against that's woke. All the liberal shit. The liberal propaganda shit just gets injected into it like it's a normal everyday thing. Oh, it's a normal everyday thing that transgender people are all around. I mean, your neighbors are. I mean, 1 out of 3 people are probably transgender. The way they paint that picture,
Yeah.
I digress, but no, that could be true.
I mean, it's a high possibility, but I mean, they're definitely burning your paychecks, folks, with this. I mean, definitely. The money is just flowing with Netflix right now as they're raising the prices. Second time in a year. That's horrible. God.
Yeah.
But do you think it has to do with their premium content being rolled out? Like, obviously we spoke about WWE recently on the show a couple times here. Programs like WWE that has the live shows on Mondays with the Monday Night Raw, and then they have the others. Do you think it has a high possibility to do with that?
You might be hitting something there because, they know that's going to draw a crowd. They know the WWE people are going to flock to it to see all those events. So let's raise our rates. Yeah. Of course they do. That's why that's like being a regular ticket master or something for a concert.
Sure.
You have a set price. You bring in the big name for a concert. What do you bump up those ticket prices because everybody's going to want to see them? Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. But
it does make sense.
I don't know. You know what it is? They're bringing stuff in like that, and they're making us all pay per view. Let's just make everybody pay more, and then everybody can watch it, and it's pay per view. Basically that's what they're doing. But what about the people that don't want to watch WWE? They're supporting it. They'll be supporting it with the rate hikes.
Yeah. I mean, hey, something bad is happening, right? It's going to happen, folks. And I wish this was put on billboards all over America. Obviously, my digital team, Michaela here and others, we had fun with this with AI. We actually did this through an AI thing. And yeah, folks, this is not real, but it is real, and it's going to happen. What I mean by this isn't real, this billboard isn't real, but it should damn near be presented all over America for that.
But you know what? It's happening everywhere. I see Verizon's, my service I have with Verizon's gone up. Yeah. The stuff that we use, for my internet and my telephones and my, the stuff I have, my bundle to save money. God, it's gone. It's jumped way up. And I don't know. And everything's going up at wages.
Yeah.
Everything's going up at wages.
Yeah. I mean, there's no center balance between all that. And it's unfortunate that, that this is happening in the country. Like you said, everything is going up besides the wages. Well, I mean, don't get me wrong, Tom. There are good paying jobs out there.
No,
but I agree. It's just the complacently of the laziness of people. People are very complacent. They don't want to, they don't want to go to those jobs because it requires hard labor and they don't want to do it.
Right, but that doesn't justify everybody raising their prices.
Yeah.
Well, go get a better job so you can afford this stuff. How about not raising your prices so I can afford it?
Well, that's Netflix's new motto here with this pay more. The price hike is coming, folks. Damn right it's coming.
It should say pay more for less.
That's right. Well, they can't do that. That's the Walmart thing.
Oh,
yeah, they'll be getting sued for God's sakes. You'll be getting this. This company will be getting sued before it rolls out the damn prices.
I could see Netflix doing something like this. Price hikes are coming, but you know what? We're taking away some of the ads out of your show programming.
Yeah,
you're going to be able to watch, your movies without interruption.
If you want to pay $26 a month.
No.
Shit, man.
No, what I'm saying is Netflix could do something like that. Say, you guys that are paying, and you got the advertising. Well, we're going to just put the advertisings at the beginning of the movie so you can watch more of the movie with less interruption.
Well, they do that. They do that on Spotify, folks. Like people like that are on the premium service on Spotify. They can hear this entire show on Spotify without ads. People are like, I never hear your ads. Well, you probably have the premium service. You just don't know it. Like download the regular app on Spotify and you will hear the ads. I've hear them all the time. Michaela, Tibbs, Jessica, all the guys here at Savage Unfiltered, we hear the ads. I mean, if you want to hear the ads, it's up to you. But, I just wanted to kind of roll this along, guys, losing time on the show. It's going to be a quick show, but, due to the nature of what I was doing earlier, I had landscapers trying to finish up this project that I've been trying to get them for years to do. And I mean, literally years. I've been working with this company for 2 years and I've been telling them to put this shit in my yard. And I just all of a sudden just was able to do it for some.
Sometimes life catches up with you and demands your attention.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with that.
Other than that, I'm glad the old man made it after Grammy was going 65 miles an hour on the
Mario Andretti, baby. Mario Andretti.
Turnpike over there, where the hell it's called. But yeah.
It's called the Portland, Vancouver 500.
That's right. Other than that, guys, we will catch you this upcoming Tuesday, guys. Take it easy.
This had been a Truth Productions media episode. Thank you for listening.